Listen up, doe eyes. Every married woman has rights, especially if you're married to a rich man. Don't you know what that ring on your finger is? It's a band of steel linking you to your husband and his bank account. All you gotta do is figure out what your rights are and use it to your advantage.
How do you know this? And why should I be listening to you?
Baby cakes, take a look at me. Don't you know who I am? I know I lost some weight and all that, but don't tell me you don't recognize me. This face, this hot bod, are world famous.
You said your name was Hannah, right?
Hello, Hannah Nicola Smythe. Centerfold, TV personality, national heroine. And let me tell you, when it comes to getting your hooks into a rich man, I wrote the book.
Yes, I read about you.
You bet you have, sweet cheeks. And if you're smart, you'll use what you read about me as your new Bible, your how-to guide to getting what you want. We're birds of a feather. Like you, I was married to one of the richest men in the world. And my sweet poopsie was old, too, like 4 times my age. And when he died, his no-account son tried to keep me from what I was entitled to. But even though I was going through a terrible amount of grief, I knew I had rights. I found out what they were, and I fought back. And let's just say it paid off. Big time. You got rights, sugar. I know. That MRS in front of your name is like the key to Fort Knox.
I don't think our situations are very similar. You don't know the Cranes.
And you don't know my husband's family. All rich men are powerful and controlling. But if you play your cards right, you can beat them at their own game. So, details. Are you thinking divorce? I wouldn't if I were you. It puts you in a weaker position. If you're smart, you'll hang in there until your husband kicks the bucket. A widow always gets her piece of the pie.
Well, my husband is in a coma.
Praise the Lord. Congratulations, sweetie. Even if he doesn't die for a while, you can still get a head start on your moves. There are 3 little magic words that I just adore. Power of attorney. And do you know what's in his will?
Not really. I know what Alistair says is in his will, but, you know, he's the biggest liar that I know.
Well, then you get cracking, honey, and find that will, and you read every word. And if you don't understand it, you bat your eyes at some cute lawyer until he explains it to you. You can bet the minute your husband started to fall apart, his children went racing down to the vault to read it. They probably got it memorized, word for word by now. You can't let them take advantage of your ignorance.
No, I don't think that's gonna happen. Alistair, he's got this son, Julian Crane, and he's a good man now. So he's offered to help out. Now he's in charge of the entire empire.
I just bet he is. The sons are the worst. Who do you think I've been fighting for years? My honey bun left me oodles and oodles of money in his will. But the minute he took the big dirt sleep, his son showed up with an army of lawyers and tried to kick me out of my keister. But I was ready for him, because I knew my rights. I fought that my stepson, all the way to the Supreme Court. And now look at me. I travel, I shop, I even raise hell at every board meeting. Oh, I even bought a baseball team, and they all hit homers with me. I even get to spend my days in lovely spas like this, all because I knew my rights.
You sound like Rebecca.
Who? Listen, honey, I earned every penny of my money, just like you have.
I didn't marry Alistair for the money.
Then why the hell did you marry the old coot?
For love.
Hang on one cotton-picking minute. You're telling me you married gazillionaire Alistair Crane for love? That creepy old guy?
Yes.
Save the performance for the courtroom, sweet cheeks. You don't have to pretend with me.
I'm not pretending. I'm telling you the truth. I married Alistair for love. Because I am in love with another man.
Huh?
I made a bargain with him. If I married Alistair, he was going to help me by using his power to get my daughter and the man that I love back.
Whoa, Nellie. You're good, girl. I hadn't thought of that one.
Well, it was the biggest mistake of my life. Because marrying Alistair didn't help me get my daughter or the man that I love back. I've been in hell. And you say that you didn't, like having sex with your old man? Well, having sex with mine was, it was torture. You know, he was, well, he got off on degrading me. And he was vicious, and he was cruel, and he made me his slave.
Oh, darling. You really been through the ringer, huh?
More than you can know.
Well, sounds like you need both a lawyer and a shotgun. All the more reason for you to collect, and collect big. After all that you've put up with, you need to get paid for it, and paid well.
I don't care about the money.
Hush your mouth. Don't you let anybody ever hear you say that. Ever, ever, ever. Now, of course you care about the money and what that money can do for you. Now, come to Mama, honey pie. It's time you get your lesson in what's what and how to get exactly what you want. Then, once you do that, it's smooth sailing, child.
You really think this could work?
Honey, I convinced the Supreme Court to see things my way. I know what's right. You're Mrs. Alistair Crane. You got lots more power than you think. You just gotta get off your fanny and get busy before it's too late. Sugar cakes, let's face facts. We both sold ourselves to the highest bidder, and our husbands got what they wanted in spades. It's only right that they pay when the bill comes due, and pay, and pay, and pay. Don't let your marriage to this evil, dirty old man be for nothing. Use it. You gotta be practical. You don't seem like the kind of girl who just rolls over and cries, "Uncle." You gotta turn things around, and you gotta turn this lousy situation around and make it work for you, and make it work against everybody who gets in your way. You just run them right over and turn them into roadkill.
Maybe you're right.
Honey, I know I'm right. Oh, man, oh, man. I feel like I've been slow roasted on a barbecue. Now, honey love, trust me, you're gonna thank me for this. Remember what Marilyn said. Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Maybe Hannah's right. Maybe I do have more power than I think.
Okay, chauffeur is done loading the car up. You ready to go to the airport?
Absolutely. You ready to go? Okay, sweet pea, say goodbye to this house. Because you're not going to see it for years and years and years, if ever again. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye.
You know, from this moment, everything's gonna be perfect.
Honey, it has to be. Because we are never going to survive if we don't find peace somewhere.
We will. We're going to. We're gonna get off that crane jet, and there's gonna be a whole new world right in front of us. We'll have a brand new start.
Just the three of us.
Well, are my girls ready?
We can't wait.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby girl. Oh, God.
Good evening.
Wipe the smile off your face and get out of our way. Theresa, we're leaving. And if you try to pull a stunt, we're going to call the police.
I'm not gonna do a thing.
Theresa, the crane jet is ready to take us to India, so excuse us. We have to go.
No, actually, you're not leaving. You're not going anywhere. You're staying right here.